welcome to Knitting at Tiffany's episode 87. I'm Tiffany. Welcome if you're a new viewer. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're a return viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I was going to podcast on the weekend, but I was so busy that by the time I got home every night was, last Sunday night was 11 o'clock at night and I was exhausted. Saturday night was just out of the question. And tonight I was about to head out the door to go work out until I checked my phone to find out that my Pilates class was canceled due to our snowstorm. Wah, wah. So I was not too happy with that. I was really looking forward to my Pilates class tonight. Just to update you guys, I've been going 2 to 3 times a week. I'm doing bar and Pilates and loving it. It is so much fun. I really can feel the difference in working out. And I forgot what ballet has been like, and to be on your toes and work those calves, and wow. So that was kind of an eye-opener for me again, because I haven't done that in so long, but it's so much fun and I'm really enjoying it. My classes are small, usually about 8 women, and they range in age from probably 20s up to 70s, I think, maybe even older some of the ladies are, but we always have so much fun and it is like such a great time. It's an hour class, and honestly, I always check my watch and maybe it's like 10 minutes left, and that's how time flies by, so I really enjoy it. So this week I think it's going to be down to 2 classes, hopefully 2, because tomorrow night I have another class, but depending on the weather, we'll see if they cancel it or if they decide to keep it. I'm hoping so, because I really want to go, and if not, then I'll be attending 1 class this week. But I'm really loving it. So if you want to do something for yourself, honestly, I think you have to be in the right mindset to do it too, and sometimes if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it, which is so true. But I really want to do this, and I'm really enjoying this. So, and I'm really happy with the place I'm going to. I found something I love. The people are great, and I'm really excited. So on to knitting, because this is a knitting podcast. I have no works in progress today. I actually have been working on stuff, but I do have finished objects. So I have Diamonds Are Forever. So let me show you those. Obviously, you know, I've been working on the Desert Vista Dye Works Challenge. She does the challenge for the year where you knit a pair of socks or mittens in her soft striping colorways for 1 pair a month for the whole year. I normally join and do 3 months because it takes me forever to knit socks. This time I finished the socks in about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5, something like that. But I'm very happy I did. I really religiously made sure that I worked on it pretty much every night. I think there was 1 or 2 nights that I didn't work on it. With my kitty Django passing away, that was a really tough time for us, and mentally I wasn't there to knit. I just needed a break. So I did take one for a day or 2. But then I got back to it, and oh, I even brought my sock blockers down and I didn't even use them. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm going to get them. Okay, I'm back. So of course I bring my sock blockers down and I forget to even put them on there. But it's okay. We'll do that now and show you. I have to tell you, this colorway is the color accents that Susan does. And you don't see a lot of people doing like knitting with them, but I love it. My favorite part about this sock was getting to that turquoise colorway. I couldn't wait to get to that color. All I wanted to do was keep knitting, and it's like a 6 striping row colorway, and honestly every 6th row was that turquoise color, and I really enjoyed it. So let me show you them. They're almost done. I feel like they would take more effort to put on. So here they are. Look at that. I got 2. See, 2 socks, and I love it. See that turquoise? It just pops. So they are exactly matchy-matchy from toe up. The only thing that slightly differs, and you can see, are the heels, okay? What I did was I did my Flegel heel, so I increased for the gusset, and then I just kept knitting whatever that yarn was, whatever I had left over, which reached to the same point. The only difference, I don't know why, but the only difference was this gray had less in it, where, this gray section had more, this gray section had less, so I have more turquoise here and less turquoise here. But then I started again at the same, I want to see where I'm pointing. I started again at the same gray color so that there's the same gray color stripe, and then it continued. So it does match the front of the socks, like the color goes consistently. And it's only the heel. Really, nobody really sees the heel, and I'm not too worried about it. And you will be shocked every end is woven in on these socks. Shocking, isn't it? I was shocked myself too. I just wanted to get them done because I want to wear them. I love them. They have sparkle. I hope you can, yeah, you can see the sparkle in the black. So they're all blingy, and I love the black and gray with that pop of turquoise. She's got some great color accents. I know she's got a purple one as well, and I forget some of the other ones, but this was my favorite. This colorway I got at SSK, oh my goodness, I want to say going back maybe 6 years, maybe. And I kept saving it because I was just like, when am I going to knit them? Because I really loved it, and I finally did. So I'm really happy with them. So there is my finished Desert Vista Dye Works socks for January. Yay. And I am done that challenge. So because I was finished early, I decided to pick up my girlfriend's cowl that I was working on. And if you remember, it was the Estelle Lacy cowl, something like that it was called. It's in my show notes. And I wanted to get it done for her for Valentine's Day, and I finished it. There it is. Can you see it? And I also wove in the ends. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe it's a new year. I'm going to weave in ends. You never know. It could just be that I wanted them done and completed, and they're done. So let me show you. It's not as long. Okay, I'm assuming I could block it, which if I knew how to do that, I would. Obviously, you could just stretch it out, and probably that's how you do it. Stretch it out, pin it down, and block it. But it's not gonna, I don't know if it'll give me much more length of what I wanted. But it does fold double around my neck, and I like it because it will keep her cozy. And then you can, and I saw her the other night, so she was wearing, I say that because she was wearing a store-bought one again, and it was all like pilly, and it looked like ancient old, like it was just raggedy, and it was a taupey color to match her taupe jacket, or brownish jacket, and I thought, like, didn't do enough for her. Now it was longer and it was thinner, and I don't know what it was made out of. I didn't even ask. But I think this would be perfect because she wears her jacket zipped up to about here. She doesn't wear her hood, and she doesn't wear a hat, even though I made her a hat too. And I think this would be perfect for all her coats. It would match every one of them. So I'm thinking she's gonna love it. Plus this is that baby llama, and I think she's gonna love this. It's super soft. I don't have the tag here. It's all in my show notes. Now I have fiber in my mouth. So I'm really happy with this. So that's 2, can you believe that? 2 finished objects for January, and I started this in January. This is what, let's fix myself up a little bit. This is what I was knitting on in January when the DVD challenge started. I didn't want to put this down because I was really enjoying it. It knit up super quick, and I just wanted to keep going. But then I was like, no, I have to start those socks because if I didn't, I didn't know how long it was going to take me to finish them, and I wanted to make sure I did finish them. Part of me had a little bit of a slight worry that I wasn't going to finish them for January, and I think there was one Friday night that I stayed in, and I got lots of knitting done on them, so that was great. And that's usually when my hubby works, and I have the house to myself, and it's nice and quiet, and I can get knitting done. Today he's home. He works shift work, so it always changes for him, and it could be always different. But I really enjoyed working on this, and I did nice loose bind offs. I did the Jenny stretchy bind off with this so that I could get a lot of stretch in it. It wouldn't be tight. And when I cast it on, I guess it's called the cable cast on, and that's what I did for it. I'm actually liking that cast on. I even use it with my hats. That way it gives me that extra stretch, and I never have to kind of worry that it's gonna just be tight. So, oh, and to show you, cutting it close, this is all I had left over. Let me wind that little piece up. This is all I had left over. So I did really well with that yarn, and I could have probably got one more row out of it, probably, but I don't know if I could have, so I didn't want to take the chance, and I was happy with how it turned out. I really love it. I hope she loves it and wears it. And I think maybe with body heat it might kind of stretch out a bit. I don't know. Knowing her, she'll probably know how to block it, not because she's like one of those people that can do things like that. I don't know, but it's okay. I'm giving it to her like that. I'm gonna put it in some soak, make it smell really pretty, get rid of some of the cat hair if there's in there, because my house always comes with cat hair. It's okay now. She has dog hair because she's got a puppy, so now she knows what it feels like when you walk out of the house and you're wearing black and you're covered in like, you know, pet hair. So that's it. That's all I have for those 2 finished objects. I'm so excited. I got 2 for January. Yay, to start off my year. I wanted to then go into my upcoming DVD February socks. So because February is Valentine's Day, I had to bring out my favorite bag. So this is Crafting by Chaos bag, and it's by Becky, and she's in Texas, in San Antonio. I love this. I got this at SSK a few years ago, and Bud actually helped me pick this out, which was really exciting. So I really enjoy using it. So I already picked out my color. Actually, this was I was going to do for January, and then I thought, no, I want to save this for Valentine's Day in February because of the colors. So I went with the Color Accent Turquoise. But I couldn't resist this for February. This was one of the newer ones I got last year with my 30% off coupon. So look at that. Isn't that stunning? There's bling in it. So this is Bond, James Bond, The Spy Who Loved Me. So I thought it was perfect because it's like The Spy Who Loved Me, and I love Bond movies. I love the colors in this. I can't wait to knit this up, and you can see the bling in it. I'm so excited. So now what I'm going to do is probably wind this up today and split it into 2 balls and have it ready for February 1st cast on, which is Friday. Wow, this Friday already. How exciting. So this whole rest of this week, I got nothing to knit on. Well, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. I have other stuff, but this is going to be my cast on for February, and that's what I'm working on. And if I can make sure that I get at least an hour of knitting every night, which an hour equals an inch on each sock. So it's like probably 2 inches for me, like for the 2 socks. If I can make sure I get at least an hour every night, I can probably get this completed. I just want to check something because normally it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this has 35, kind of with that last row in there. I made these a little bit longer. So these are probably exactly, no, I should say these are probably a little bit longer than 3 inches in the leg. And I think my cuff was just over an inch, just over. Because I wanted to end off on the gray where I started on the gray, so it matched. And it kind of is like this is like the reverse of this, which is funny. I don't know how I plan stuff out like that, but it just happens sometimes. I didn't plan it, but I mean, like, it just happens. So I was just counting. So literally, I can get an inch is about 3 rows. So if I can knit 3 rows every night, like how I kind of did with this, and get some maybe snow days in there, or some Friday night knitting, or Saturday knitting, depending on when my husband works, and I can get some time to knit on it, then I can get through more than 3 rows. And that's what happened with these. I got, you know, a chunk done on them. And once you get to the gusset, like, it just feels like you're almost at the end. And when you do the heel, it's like, woohoo, I'm done. And then it flies, the leg just flies through. I don't know how that works, but it works every time. So I think I'm going to do the same way I did the heel here, where I just kept increasing and then working the heel, because I'm always on the same colors. I mean, they start and stop a little bit different because I can't get them to be exactly. And, you know, sometimes the color might start a little bit sooner on one sock than on the other, but it still works fine. So I think I'm going to do exactly like this. Do the Flegel heel, knit up as much as I can, and if I have to, I did rejoin, just to let you know, I did rejoin for the gray. And so if I have to do it again, I'm all good, because at least it's only one join I have to do, and that's it. But yeah, I wish I had a contrast color for this. I have to check my stash and see what I have, but it has to be DVD. So I have to check, because I don't remember if I have a pink one or not. And these are kind of different pinks. We'll see. But I love this. I can't wait to knit it up. I'm super excited. So February socks are going to be on the needles February 1st, and they're going to be wound up soon. So you'll see some pictures on Instagram. I'll post all this stuff for you so you can check it out. And so, as I said, this week, I'm like, what am I going to knit on? But I still have my skirt. My skirt, I think, is, I don't know, somewhere on like my mid-thigh or something, or just on my higher thigh. I need it to become, I think it was 3 inches above my knee. I have to check my measurements. I do have them written down. But I figured, hey, I could just work on that. It's just going round and round and round. And if I can get a couple inches on that, that'll be great. And if I can get my February socks done in a good time period and have some extra time left in February, then I could work on that. Or I can cast something on new. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? And I'm thinking maybe a hat, because I love doing hats and something knitting up quick. I have some yarns that I have in mind. I don't know if I have hat patterns in mind for them. One of them, I've been looking for a hat pattern for a while to see if I can find something that would go with the colors, because it is a variegated, and I was thinking of maybe doing another cabled hat, maybe, with like a big pom-pom and it bright, because this hat I could also use an orange pom-pom for, I believe, and have a huge pom-pom on it and do something nice and bright. And there's some new patterns that just came out that I should check out actually and see if this yarn would work for it, because it is variegated. But I also have some other yarns. I don't know. Now I'm confused what to do. I just have too many things. That's the problem. And I have too much yarn. And I'm really trying to knit from stash this year and really trying not to buy anything. So it's just, and I want to knit everything. Like, I have so much yarn and favorites that I actually want to knit now with. And I'm so excited. So I just got to figure out the timing. So January, February, March will definitely be Desert Vista Dye Works Challenge, those 3 months. And if I can get anything else done in there, I will work on them. And it could be hats, or it could be my skirt. We'll see how that goes. Otherwise, for the rest of the year, I don't know what I want to work on yet. You know, I did have plans. I planned something out last year, and I don't know if I want to go with that anymore. You know, when like things just changed, this year feels like everything's new for me, and I just want to just do fun things and different things. So please post down below here or in the Ravelry group. Let me know if there's any cals you'd love to do this year that we can work on together. Something different or fun, or something that, like how this one is, this is not, I didn't do stripy sock cal for this one this year. I did just stripy yarn cal because I wanted something different. It didn't have to be socks. You could do mitts. You could do a stripy hat. You could do a stripy sweater. So I wanted to give different options to people to have some fun with. So it wasn't very restricted just to socks, because not everybody knits socks. And I don't blame them. I knit socks only for the DVD challenge. I don't know if I knit socks sometimes other times of the year, because they are so time consuming for me. So let me know if there's something else that you guys would like to work on this year that maybe we can do a cal with. And you never know what it could be. It could be something general where, I don't know, let's say you want to do something pink, anything pink. It could be pink yarn, or it has to have pink in the yarn or something. It could be, we can look at maybe doing a shawl, something like that. So let me know your ideas. I already have some ideas written down, and I think I might have some other ideas kind of in the pipeline that I might work on, and we'll see what we come up with, and we can have fun this year. Because this year, I swear, is all about fun. It's all I want it to be. It just feels like one of those years that we're just gonna have so much fun. So thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry this is a shorter episode. I don't have any enabling because I haven't bought anything. Right now, I don't need any stitch markers, and I don't need any bags, and I don't need any yarn, and I don't need something crazy. I don't need it. I want it. Don't get me wrong. I totally want it. Who wouldn't want it? But I'm trying to be mindful of things I have right now and using. And don't worry, I will eventually buy yarn. It's not like I won't, but I think I want to save it for the shows this year and to see what indie dyers will be at shows. So our first show, I think, is not till April, which is the Frolic, the end of April. And I saw some people posting that there's going to be new vendors there. So I'm super excited. And of course, some of them are from other shows that I see, but you know, it's still fun to see them. And there are some great vendors at that show. So I can't wait. And I think that's what I want to save maybe my first purchase for. But don't get me wrong, it totally could change. I can go to a yarn shop before then and buy something, because that can happen. So I look forward to seeing what happens with all that. But you never know. So that's it. I'm sorry, that's it. That's all I got for today. Short, sweet episode, right to the point. And I hope you guys had fun watching today. I always have fun talking with you guys, and I really enjoy you watching. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching, and happy knitting until the next episode. Bye for now.